Yo, what is good, guys? Welcome back to another trade recap. Here is how I passed my 50k evaluation account this Friday, and this is the trade I took. Here is my proof. There's a top step notification, trading combine passed, and this is the trade that I took to pass this account. So let's fully break down this trade, how I caught this trade, and how I was able to add 50k to my fundings. I know a lot of y'all took the same trade, but let's just go over why I took it and my thought process throughout this whole day, and delete everything and start off on the higher time frame as always. As you can see in my Discord, I said I was a bit more bullish because we were wicking into this 4-hour gap, and we had this unfilled 4-hour above, which is also a 1-hour intermediate high. So I love the delivery here, and I love the target. So if we just scale down, if we just scale to the 4-hour, that is exactly what happened. We eventually hit the final target, and yeah, the final target hit, and I like this idea. Yeah, my dream scenario was I forgot to send it in the Discord, but I told my friend I wanted market open to manipulate lower and then take IVGs back up to the 4-hour unfilled gap and the data highs that we left. And I said I liked the idea of this 5-minute, but we never got this 5-minute. But yeah, I did like the data highs. But let's just go over the trade that I did end up taking. So bias was bullish as we were delivering. We were wicking from this 4-hour gap and we had this 4-hour unfilled above. So my thought process was if we are going to be bearish, we should at least pull back into this 4-hour, rebalance this range to then continue lower. And if we are going to be bullish, well, we will trade towards to and through these 4-hour gaps. So the idea was we should rebalance this range to this 4-hour gap. So let's just mark out this gap and mark out my other draws on liquidity. I believe this 30-minute intermediate high is a high inside of a gap, was either London or Asia high. Well, at least I don't really care about session highs that much if the draw on liquidity is obvious, because yeah, let's just say this was a London high, for example. This here, I don't care. I will just look at this high. London and Asia high don't mean much to me. But yeah, I was looking at this 30-minute intermediate high and this 4-hour unfilled gap, and this data high up here. So let's just mark everything out. Let's just do that really quickly. 30-minute intermediate high and this 4-hour unfilled gap, which is important for why I took this trade. So yeah, coming into market open, I said I wanted the manipulation lower. We already swept out this low, so this I didn't need to see price revisit this low, and we also didn't have much left of the 4-hour gap to fill, so I didn't really need to see price reject this low, but we did, which is good. And we left this data high above, and we generated more liquidity here, creating relative equal highs at this data high, and I really love that. I really love how we left these equal highs, relative equal highs at data highs. This is one of the strongest draws on liquidity you will ever find. So when market opens here at 9:30, we start to accumulate, we manipulate lower, take out this draw, deliver from the 4-hour, and we have also this 1-hour gap here. We deliver from there. We have this 1-minute beautiful inversion. It was the highest time frame in this manipulation leg. As you can see, we don't have a 2-minute here, and we also don't have a 3-minute or a 5-minute. I was looking at this 30-second first. Let's just find the trade. I was looking at this 30-second, but I saw we also just the delivery that we got after sweeping out this low, and the yeah, you can see these 30-second candles. We started ripping up. You see a 110-point 1-minute candle is ridiculous. So I entered on this displacement candle, super light bulb setup, exactly what I wanted to see off market open, my dream scenario. We got the manipulation leg into a higher time frame pre-array, and we got this 1-minute inversion with great displacement, a 100-point 1-minute candle. My stop loss was below this inception gap, or potential inception gap, because we didn't put it in yet, but I thought there was a possibility that we wanted to rebalance this range to then continue higher. So I wanted to have a safe stop loss, put it right here, because I also took this small gap in consideration for my stop loss. my take profit at this data equal relative equal highs. No need to be greedy, targeting almost 250 points for the 4-hour. This is not a 4-hour intermediate high, my bad. This is a 4-hour gap, unfilled fair value gap. So no need to target all the way up there. I took my 2R trade, or about 1.8. I just aimed for how much I need left on the evaluation account, and that was about where this take profit was. So super easy trade, super light bulb. If you didn't take this, I don't know what you were doing if you trade the same strategy. I put my break even up here because there's literally 0 speed bumps in this whole leg. You could place a break even here because if we start to reverse up here when we don't take out the data high and we start reverse here, yeah, you want to protect your position. I put my break even here because there are literally 0 speed bumps from the candle closure to this high and the data high. There are no imbalances, no fair value gaps here to reject. So I thought once we take out this break even point, we should not come back down, and if we are, that's probably not a trade I want to be in. So I just put my break even point there and protect my position. So break even there, and we just ripped up in about 5 candles. My TP got hit. We did get a super small retrace back into this 1 minute gap, and yeah, that is super easy. The trade that I ended up taking, super easy trade. You could have even taken this on the 30-second if you didn't like the way the 1 minute looked. As you can see, I believe it closed on the same candle, or you can enter here, or you can even enter on the CISD if you just didn't take out just didn't take this entry with these super obvious buy side targets and a super obvious manipulation leg with this displacement. This should be your light bulb setup. Your alerts need to go off like, bro, I need to be in this trade because this is so high probability. And you could even enter on the CISD up here. CISD, as you can see, then your entry will be there. I don't use CISD, so I don't know where your stop loss will be, but there are millions of ways you could enter this trade. So yeah, if you didn't take this trade, you have some shit to learn. I did take this trade on the evaluation account. I completely forgot to start up my funded accounts, my two 150Ks, because I was just way too focused on passing this account. So I even turned off my copy trader on Top Step because I was fully focused on passing this account. So I accidentally completely forgot to copy trade my other accounts, which is super unfortunate. But this was, don't get me wrong, this was for sure a funded play. No need to only take this on evaluation accounts. But this is the easiest setup probably of the week, and it has been a long time since I've seen this good of a setup. And as you can see, after this setup, we just started chopping and eventually take out the final draw, take out my final target for the day, and we start rejecting. So beautiful day, clear higher time frame, clear lower time frame price action as well. And yeah, this displacement candle just tells you everything that you need after this manipulation leg. So I hope you guys learned something from this trade recap. I hope you guys take the same trade the next time we get this super A+ trade, and hope to see you guys in the next trade. My free Discord is in my bio. I call out my my trade recaps, my announcements. I do daily quizzes. I call out the bias, everything called out in the Discord. Insta and TikTok also down there. I post short-term content. And if you want to get funded with Alpha Futures, they're running a 20% discount code. I trade with them personally with 300k in funding. Great firm, great, yeah, just everything. So if you want to get funded, I have a discount code, everything down below. So see you guys in the next trade recap. Ciao.